Good evening, students. Last class we have discussed about the different levels of taxa in the detail: species, class, family, phylum, kingdom. The definition fully we have seen. So now we are going to discuss about the nomenclature. So few name they have given. That few name it is representing a human being. The name is known as Giza, Imine, Embry, Mona, Donna, Humana. These words and all it is representing the means of human being. These and all in a different foreign languages. Mostly 6,000 foreign languages are there. Then all the foreign countries they have given the name of an organisms in their languages. Na total a single organism have a 6,000 names. So we cannot identify clearly in which language, what is the name of that particular organism. So it is impossible to know about the knowledge of all the languages and then living organisms. So universally all the scientists they have accepted to give the scientific name of an organism. So the process of assessing scientific name to animals or taxonomic group is called nomenclature. Okay, in 2 marks they will ask the process of assigning scientific names to animals or a taxonomic group is called nomenclature. So we are they are going to give the scientific name of a particular organism, that is known as nomenclature. For example, the scientific name of human being is known as Homo sapiens. So Homo sapiens it is representing human. So the scientific name is uniform, universal. So in many countries number of scientists are living, so they know about Homo sapiens means human being. Okay, so before giving the naming of the organism they have seen their similarities and dissimilarities. Okay, they have observed, they have did lot of research work. They have analyzed their unique characteristics of each and every living organism. What is the interrelationship between the closely related species? Everything they have analyzed. Then they have seen their characters of morphology, gene information, habitat, feeding pattern, adaptation, evolution and etc. Before giving the name they have followed this everything, then they have given the name of the organism. Then systematics is not only to naming of an organism, that is one of the part. Okay, so this naming, then systematics and taxonomy, it is giving the information about the biodiversity, how many species are present. That biodiversity it is representing the systematics and the taxonomy. Then the nomenclature function it is given the name of all the taxa at all the levels in the hierarchy. For example, if all the taxa it is included but kingdom, phylum, class. So kingdom they have given Animalia, that is one of the name. Phylum, Annelida, Arthropoda, like that they have given. So we know that phylum Annelida, few characteristics. What are the group of species are present in that phylum Annelida? We know that characteristics. Okay, so like that they have given. Then before giving the name of the organism, with the help of the guidelines of the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. Along with them, the scientists they have given. So this International Code of Zoological Nomenclature has accepted to give the name of the particular organism. Okay, so the scientific name of each and every organisms have only one name. Okay, in a single organism they don't have any another name, only one name. So Homo sapiens na human being alone. So human being have only one scientific name, that is known as the Homo sapiens. Okay, can you understood? The next one is the binomial nomenclature. Binale 2. Nomen name. So 2 names. So this biologists, all the biologists have accepted scientific naming of an organism. That name also it is present in 2 components. One component it is representing the generic name, another one is the species name. So the first word it is representing the genus name, always need to write in a capital letter. Then the second word it is representing the species name, It begins with the small letter. This binomial nomenclature system was introduced by the scientist Carolus Linnaeus. So all other biologists also, they have accepted the binomial nomenclature. That method it is introduced by the scientist Carolus Linnaeus. Then few example is given. Scientific name of an organism. National bird, Indian peafowl, Pavo cristatus. Pavo cristatus is the name of a Indian peafowl. Then the national animal tiger, Panthera tigeris. So Panthera is the genus name, Tigeris is the species name. So Panthera pig begins with the capital letter, Tigeris T, it begins with the small letter. And the Tamil Nadu state bird is the common embroiled dove, Chalcopus indica. Okay, Chalcopus indica. So few name they have given here. The next one is the trinomial nomenclature. Tri means three. Okay, three names. Okay, generic name, species name and subspecies name. So like that they have given in a three name. So three name trinomial nomenclature was proposed by the scientist Huxley and Strickland. That scientists they have introduced the trinomial nomenclature. Generic name, species name and subspecies name. When the members of any species which have large variation, then trinomial system is used. So the particular species they can have in a number of variation. So in between it is given another one of the name. That name it is known as a subspecies. Okay, subspecies name. So basis of the dissimilarities, that species it is classified into the subspecies. But 10 character irukku அப்படினா 2-3 character மட்டும் சிமிலரா இருக்கும். மத்த 7 character dissimilar character ஆ இருக்கும். அப்ப in between ல என்னது ஒரு subspecies வந்து produce ஆயிருச்சு. Can you understood? So generic name, species name and subspecies name. So this trinomial nomenclature it is introducing in the subspecies. Addition one of the subspecies. All the three names are written in a italics. Okay, when if printed in the italics forms. Generic name is in a capital. Species name need to write in a forward small letter. If we didn't printed in a italics forms, we didn't written. If we are writing in a handwritten, it should be underlined separately. And the generic names and நம்ம on the scientific names separate underline பண்ணணும். எப்படி separate generic name க்கு ஒரு underline, species name க்கு ஒரு underline. ஓகேவா? இப்போ ட்ரைனாமியல்ல சப்ஸ்பீசிஸ் நேம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா தனித்தனியாக என்ன செய்யணும்? அண்டர்லைன் பண்ணணும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இந்தியன் கவுஸ் க்ரோ. ஓகே, கார்வஸ் ஸ்ப்ளண்டன்ஸ். Okay, trinomial system, splentens. So another one name they have given extra, splentens. So we are writing now, we need to separate carvus, splenten. Okay, can you understood? The next one is the tautonymy. Tautonymy, which organisms have a generic name and a species name are same. Okay, that type of naming is known as tautonymy. For example, the Indian cobra, the scientific name of Indian cobra is known as Naja. Generic name also is a Naja and the species name also is a Naja. Okay, Naja. Then binomial system of nomenclature, it is introduced by the scientist for what? Carolus Linnaeus. Then the Linnaeus has published the book Species Plantrum in the year 1753 and Systema Naturae, 10th revised edition in the year 1758. So that he has explained detail about the binomial nomenclature. Okay, can you understood? Then they are giving the naming of organism. If who is discovered first any one particular species, new species, maybe we can write that scientist name along the species name at the end, or then instead of species name we can include the scientist name. To honor the scientist we can include the scientist name. So recently discovered species in South India, one of the new species in a Western Ghats, it is unusual frog. In India, August 2017 they have identified first. So the frog is a very shiny purple skin. The frog is shiny and the skin is purple in skin. Then the eye it is around with a small ring. Okay, small ring. That ring it is present in a blue color. Then the nose it is look like a pinky nose. Pick nose. pointed peak nose வந்து presence ஆயிருக்கும். So this to honor the scientist Pubadi, they have given the name of this species is known as Nasica bracteatus pubadi. Nasica bracteatus pubadi. Okay, to honor the Dr. Subramaniam Pubadi. So Subramaniam Pubadi has discovered lot, has do number of research work in the Western Ghats. He lost his life in the year 2014. So to honor that scientist, they have given the name of this new discovered unusual frog. They have given the species name as the scientist name. Can you understood? Then in the year 2017 July, one 9-year-old boy discovered a new species, freshwater species. It is a type of a jellyfish in a Kodaikanal lake. Okay, Tamil Nadu Kodaikanal lake. That boy has first discovered the fish. Then newly discovered Himalayan forest thrush bird. One of the bird they have given honor to the birdman Dr. Salim Ali. Has given the name of the bird is known as Zoothira Salim Ali. Okay, then after that they have discovered one of the fruit bat. The bat is also named, they have given the scientist name Salim Ali. Latidens Salim Ali. Okay, to honor the scientist, the species name, they have given here the scientist name. Okay, thrush fruit forest bird, Himalayan bird, Zoothira Salim Ali. Then fruit bat, the name is Latidens Salim Ali. Okay, the next now we are going to discuss about certain rules of nomenclature. So before giving the name of the organism, the scientists they have followed the certain rules. So we are also going to write the name of the scientific name of an organism. We also need to follow these rules. The scientific name should be italicized in printed form. Print பண்ணிருக்கு scientific name அப்படின்னா அது எப்படி இருக்கணுமா, இட்டாலிஸ்டாக இருக்கணும். ஆர் இஃப் ஹேண்ட் ரிட்டன் இட் ஷுட் பி அண்டர்லைன் செப்பரேட்லி. அல்லது கையில் எழுதணும்னா என்ன செய்யணும், we need to underline separately. The generic name first alphabet should be in the upper cases. Already we have seen. The species name should be in the lower cases. The scientific name of any two organisms are not similar. சயின்டிஃபிக் நேமு ஆர்கனிசத்துக்கு ரெண்டு டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஆர்கனிஸுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கக்கூடாது, ஒரே நேமாக இருக்கக்கூடாது. இட் இஸ் நாட் சிமிலர். The name or abbreviated name of the scientist who first published the scientific name may be written after the species name along with the year of publication. So the scientist name எழுதணும், who first discovered this particular species, that scientist name also we have written. We need to write in an abbreviated form of the scientist name after the species name in an abbreviation. For example, Linnaeus, L-I-N-N, Lin, or in a short form we can mention in a L. Okay, after that we need to mention that particular year, which year the scientist has discovered that particular organism. So here they have given the example, lion, Felis leo. The scientific name of lion is known as Felis leo. So this Linnaeus only first identified. So they have written here Felis leo Lin 1758. Okay, or Yils Felis leo L 1758. If the species name is framed after the person's name, species நேம்க்கு பின்னாடி நம்ம என்ன செய்யலாம், ஓகே இந்த சயின்டிஸ்ட் நேமையும் நம்ம ஃப்ரேம் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அப்படி ஃப்ரேம் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா அந்த சயின்டிஸ்ட் நேம் எப்படி முடியணுமா, ஷால் எண்ட் வித் த டிவிஷன் 1, 2 ஆர் ஏஇ. இந்த டிவிஷனுக்கு போடுவோம் இல்லையா, 1 சப்டிவிஷன் 1 and 2 அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ அதுக்கு நம்ம ஐ, சிங்கிள் ஐ அல்லது டபுள் ஐ அல்லது ஏஇ அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நம்ம அதை எழுதணும். ஓகேவா, ஸ்மால் லெட்டரில் அந்த ஸ்பீசிஸ் நேமை நம்ம ஸ்மால் லெட்டரில் தான் எழுதுகிறோம். ஸோ அந்த ஸ்மால் லெட்டரில் லாஸ்ட்டில் எண்டில் ஒரு சிங்கிள் ஐயோ இல்லை டபுள் ஐயோ அல்லது ஏஇயோ நம்ம ஆட் பண்ணிக்கிறணும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், கிரவுண்ட் டுவெல்லிங் லிசர்ட், த நேம் ஜீனஸ் நேம் இஸ் நோன் அஸ் Cryptodactylus. Has scientist Varadgiri has first discovered. So the scientist name has written in insert of a species name. So the name of that ground dwelling lizard is known as Cryptodactylus Varadgiri. Okay, Varadgiri at last they have included in a small letter I. Okay, can you understood all of you? This what we have discussed now, nomenclature. What is the meaning of binomial, trinomial, and what are the rules of nomenclature we have discussed. Okay.